Okay, so dear 9th standard students, a very warm welcome and very good morning on this weekend. So nowadays we are going through the geography, and where we are doing the water resources of Karnataka. Water resources, this chapter deals with the waters only, from where we are getting water, okay, how we are using the water and how to conserve the water, all these things. Till now we have done the rivers of Karnataka, means what are the rivers which are present in Karnataka. There are two types of rivers in Karnataka. One is east flowing and one is west flowing. East flowing rivers, they are going to join Bay of Bengal in the east, and the west flowing, they are going to join Arabian Sea in the west. So out of that we have seen all the characteristics of different rivers, what are the tributaries they are having. Okay, so all these things we have gone through. Okay, and one more thing, 9th standard students. Okay, no problem. So today what we will do the irrigation in Karnataka. Okay, so we will do the irrigation part, irrigation of Karnataka, irrigation in Karnataka. What is this irrigation? The irrigation is nothing but the artificial supply of water for agriculture. See, all the times water is not present plentiful in all the places, but that soil is very much good to do the plantation or cultivation. That time we have to do something so that water can be carried from one place to other in various sources, so that that soil can get the water and we can do the cultivation. That process is known as irrigation. So the artificial supply of water for agriculture is called irrigation. Places with uneven and irregular rainfall. Okay, there are many places where irregular rainfall is there. Okay, they are having the rainfall in the month of November, but July they get less rainfall. So places with uneven and irregular rainfall area need irrigation for the development of agriculture. I told you the places are very good with the soil, but water is also very much important for agriculture, but water is not there sufficiently. So that time irrigation is the only process through which we can do the cultivation or agriculture very good in that place. It is an ancient practice in Karnataka. In Karnataka, it is being practiced from the early days. Okay, people know it that the soil is capable of doing the cultivation or doing the agriculture. But soil is there, but water is not there. So from very early times, people carry out water from other places. Nowadays, modern techniques has come. Okay, but in the early days also, they used to carry the water and do the agriculture. The main source of irrigations are what are the main source of irrigation? Well, we dug and get the water from the bottom of the earth, that is well. Canal and tanks you know, okay, but canal, water canal, suppose a river is there. Okay, suppose this is the river flowing, my place is here, my agricultural field. So what I will do, I will dug a canal from there, okay, like this small one. The water will come to my land, that is known as canal. Previously on early days, wells were dug for the purpose of irrigation. Wells were dug for the purpose of irrigation, not only irrigation, for household purpose also they are digging the well, so that water is not need for only agriculture. For your day-to-day need, you need water for washing, for bathing, for cooking, everything. Water is the very much essential part of our life. But later the practice of constructing canal to supply water from river to farming land started. First it was canal, in canal also, first it was well. In well also, what is the problem? You have to take the water, you have to carry it like that. But afterwards what happened, days goes and they invented the construction of canal. I told you, no. So here the water will come automatically. There is no need of any extra effort to get the water. Big tanks can be seen even now. Big tanks people are keeping, okay, during the rainy season they open the top so that the water should get filled up in there, in that place, okay. So that is the conservation of water. At present both river water and underground water are used for irrigation. River water, through canal the river water will come, and underground water means the water which is there under beneath of our earth, means through this hand pump and well we can get that type of water. Nearly 26.2% of the cultivated land in India is under irrigation facility in Karnataka. Okay, as the water is not present all over the country evenly, okay, so the 26.2% of the cultivated land is under, not in India, sorry, it's in Karnataka. So 26%, 26.2% of the total cultivated land, it's not the total area of the Karnataka, okay, the total area of the cultivated land, out of that 26.2% of the cultivated land is being given water through irrigation. Karnataka occupies, this is very important, okay, Karnataka occupies 9th position in India with regards to irrigation. Irrigation is very much developed in Karnataka, okay. So Karnataka out of the 29 states, it ranked at 9th position with regards to irrigation. Raichur district has the largest area in canal irrigation, okay, they are very much developed with the canal irrigation, okay. So here it is given Raichur. Raichur is a place in Karnataka, that place, that is they are having the largest area of canal irrigation. Shivamoga, next one, okay. Shivamoga is the place who is having the maximum tank irrigation. I told you what is tank, what is canal. Canal you can understand from here, okay. Tank I told a reservoir type where water is being kept, okay, and well is that what we dug and we get the water from inside our earth, okay, that is the underground water. So Shivamoga district has the maximum tank irrigation, okay, they are having the maximum tank irrigation, while Belagavi district has the maximum well irrigation. Actually these three places, no, they are specialized in something, means they have developed, they are having all types of irrigations, but they are having what are the maximum. Raichur is having maximum canal irrigation, Shivamoga is having the maximum tank irrigation, and Belagavi is having the maximum well irrigation, but they practice all types of irrigation. It's not that they don't have any well or tank irrigation, they are having, but they are having the maximum. These are the places, okay. Next is, this is also very important, Belagavi district occupies the first position when land under irrigation taken into consideration. Land under irrigation, the most of the land of Belagavi are under irrigation and they stood at first position for the irrigation of land in Karnataka. In contrast, see, these are the things I told you that these are three who are practicing canal, tank, well, and as well as they are using all the practice of this one irrigation. But Belagavi stands at the first position for irrigation in Karnataka. But on the contrast means on the opposite side, the Kodagu district occupies the last position. Okay, Kodagu district, they are not at all developed with the irrigation system. They depend on the rainfall only, because they don't have that purpose. They are having the soil, but they don't have water and they don't have the facilities. Not facilities, these are the facilities which people have developed. It's not that it is a God has given, means like rain. It's not a natural resources. These are scientific and technical things being operated by the human beings. Okay. So in contrast, Kodagu district occupies the last position in recent times. Tube wells has increased significantly. tube wells, you know, no? Tube wells in Hindi it is known as chapakal. Okay, here also you can see one handle is there. If you press that handle, from the tap the water is coming. So nowadays, not nowadays, from past 5 years, tube wells are very much increasing. Now, the main canal irrigation projects of the state means Karnataka. Canal irrigation is the most developed irrigation process in this world only, not only in India, in this world, because here you don't have to put that much of effort. Here the water will come automatically to your farming land, okay, or agricultural land. The main canal irrigation projects of the states are Krishna Raja Sagar, Tungabhadra, Hemavati, Kavini, Harangi, Vanivilas Sagar, Marikanivi, and Upar Krishna, Almaty, Narayanpura, Malaprabha, Karanja, Benatore, and Hipangi, then Hipangi barrage and Bhadra project. See, these are the names, very confusing, okay, but you should always remember at least of 3 which are comfortable with you. Like Tungabhadra is very much comfortable, Krishna Raja Sagar is, then Hemavati, Kavini, Harangi, Vanivilas Sagar, okay, Upar Krishna, then Alamatti, then Narayanpura, Malaprabha, Karanja, Benetore, then Hipparagi barrage and Bhadra project. Out of that, please try to memorize at least of 5, because see, 5 number questions you will get, and if you write the 5 this type of name, you will get 5 only. Okay, so with this we have completed the irrigation part of Karnataka, means irrigation in Karnataka. So just go through the notes, you will understand everything. Here everything is there which you have to understand. There is no rocket science here. You don't have to do maths and science here. You have to clear your concept, that's all. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.